Well, let's take a look at the bricks and pieces in Succulents by the Botanical Collection by Lego. This is set number 10309. Contains 771 bricks. And yes, it's one of those early morning unboxings again. Here we are. Not for sale. I'm too much of a hoarder. And it's got these dreaded thumb tabs, so means this box is obviously not reusable. It's meant to be a landfill waster, or whatever you want to call it. Alrighty, let's dive right on in there. Okay. So, for this being a new set, guess what we see? Poly bags! I thought Lego was going to get rid of these dreaded poly bags. Well, I guess not. So here we have the instruction manual. Do I need to go get a pair of scissors? No. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. Stand by. Well, I cannot find the big scissors, so I'm back to the little kitty scissors again. I thought Lego was supposed to do away with these. Boy, these are so dull here. I have to rip this open. More stuff for the landfill. While talking about saving the planet, this is not a smart way of doing it. So here we got the instruction manual, book 1, book 3 or 2 or whatever. I don't know. Is there another set of manuals in here? Oh, right there, my bad. So, the box is, wow. Well, it's obviously very dark. Maybe I should have had a dark review table. Alright, so where do I start with this? Let's start unboxing things. I'm going to start with bag 1 here. And we'll take a look at this one. Let's see what we get in here. We'll obviously get a brick separator. So, let's see. We got some small bags. Okay, first off we get several 6x6 plates and a 4x4 plate. Lots of these, what I call teeth, and these feel like these are soft plastic, or ABS. There's our brick separator and some Technic bricks. Lots of 1x2 Technic bricks with cross hole. Oh, this is something new. A bearing plate that's in sand green. This is all pretty much sand green black and some other stuff. Here's some parabolic rings. These work great for making spruce trees and stuff. So if you're getting this set, there you go. There's a few right there for you. And I take it these probably snap on here some way. It's got one of these cross axles in there. You know, here's, oh, reddish brown. Ooh, you know what that means. Brittle, brittle, brittle. Hopefully they fixed that by now. And some 1x2 plates with clip. One of these, what is it, a 3 cross axle thing. I'm not really into techniques, so I don't really know. And one of these 2x2 plates with the big hole in the middle. It's obviously for a turntable. Well, not really a whole lot in here to make some cool MOCs. Let's see what else we got. Let's take a look at the smaller bags. See if anything of use is in there. Alright. I'm debating if I should mix up all the bags or not. Because I got to put this together. Well, it's already put together when you watch the review, but so obviously we get a couple of these sand green 2x2 round plates with cross hole. I have plenty of those, but not in that color. As a matter of fact, oh, I thought those had a solid hole in the middle. And one of these little, looks like a cheese grater in sand green. Some 1x2x1 wall elements. We get some stud flowers, round bricks in orange, and, well, these look like a 2x2 30-degree slope ridge tile, but no, it's actually notched on the ends. So that's a new one for me right there. Some light aqua ice cream toppers, nose cones, honestly, just not a whole lot of parts to really build anything exciting so far, but we haven't finished yet. We got one more of these little bags here. Okay, we'll open that right up for you and see what's in there. Yeah, Lego should have put the build on a light colored background, because just putting it on here makes it look more cheerful. Okay, the first thing we obviously can see, we have spring green teeth. We got plenty of those. And some of these weird holders that take a 3.2 shaft. So I have plenty of those, but not in that color. This is that bright green. It's not earth green or dark green. It looks like we get several of these 1x1 plates with stick. Those are really a handy part to have. Studs and the other garden variety parts. Here's some 1x2 plates with bow. Nothing too exciting in there. Okay, let's move on to bag number 2. And yes, I'm going to mix all these up, so I'm probably going to regret it later on. Let's just pour these out of here. Another one of these dreaded poly bags. Alright, so let's get these little bags out of the way. So the first thing we obviously see other than these is these 6x6 plates. Okay, see if I can keep everything separate here. So here's a bunch of 2x3 plates in dark green, and we also have some 2x4 roof tiles or slopes in olive green. Roof slopes are getting to be rare to come by. Matter of fact, these make a great color if you can get more of those, huh? Oh, something very... Oh, look at this thing. This is different. It's a 2x4 brick with 3 cross holes. So, I don't know what you'd use that for. And we got several of these pieces here. What are these for? Obviously for the flower, but what would you use those for if you wanted to build something else with this? Looks like something you'd put on your thumb or something. Some 1x4 bricks. Oh, one of these flower pieces here. Now, I've been looking for these in various colors, but this is bright green. That looks pretty interesting. Make sure everything in the frame here, don't want to deprive you. Got a 1x6 plate. We got a 3x3 plate. I think that's the only one I see in there that's in the dark green or earth green. They got so many greens now I can't even keep track of them. And some round bricks and sticks and stuff. And believe it or not, these 1x4 plates and this 3x3 parabola dish is in coral. So I've never seen the dish in coral before. I've always seen it in gray and white and stuff, but never in that color. Let's see if I can try my best here to keep all this separate here. We'll put this right here. I don't have any more containers, so I'm just going to have to make this work somehow. And if it gets a little messed up, oh well, you know. Alrighty, it's all small stuff in here, stuff that we can easily lose in the shag carpet that they tell us never to build on. So, we get several coral 1x2 plates with bow. And what are these here? Look like minifigure hats. Probably used for the leaves, but yeah, that's what they are. They're minifigure wigs or minifigure hats. So, you got a couple of those. And some 1x1 quarter round tiles in sand blue. And your 1x2 plates and 1x1 plates. There's one of these 1x1 plates with the round, no, I'm sorry, 2x2 flat tile with a round hole in the middle. Those are great for hitch assemblies for fifth wheels. And okay, we got ourselves a, no, I could have used some of these. I think this is a friction pin. Is that a friction pin? I don't have those. It's a 1x1 pin with with stud. This is usually the stud at the end, but I don't see where you would connect these two. I see a bunch of cross axles. I'm not sure where that goes. Really not a whole lot in here. You got some minifigure accessories and stuff, but so far it's just very small parts. Nothing really big to make anything massive out of. Alright, let's go through this one and see what we got in there now. So we get some of these 1x1 brick with the 5 studs. These work great for making plants. So that's pretty cool to have, especially in that color too. It makes a nice backdrop. And some 1x2 round plates. Plate number 1. And sand blue gliding plate. I mean, so far, these pieces are normally what I wouldn't be using for any large houses and stuff. But I would be using these parts for maybe accessories. Like, I can always use these plates. Like this right here is a Technic, I think it's a Technic beam with 4 holders. I'm not sure the official name of that. Anything else pretty interesting in there? I really don't see anything in that part of the bag there. Yeah, so, oh wait a minute. Here's some of these little stem pieces that you could put flowers on. I don't know if you can put flowers on though. It looks like a little twig. Be nice to see that in dark orange or medium nougat. You get several of these. And let's move all this out of the way for bag 3. I just got to remember this is bag 2. So let's start with the little bag 3. Comes with 2 of them. So far so good. I haven't been mixing any of this stuff up yet. Okay, so obviously we get some of these. Looks like a 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bow that's pointed in the middle. I've seen these a few other times in some of the friend sets. And some 1x4 plates with bow. Plenty of these. Brick with 4 studs. And some more of these 1x1 plates with stick. So those would be great. Oh, I better not show this thing in here. Because YouTube flags this stuff. But what is that doing in there, huh? And we got a black cog. Oh, what's with all these in here for? Are we going to have some kind of a battle or something in here? Battle of the flowers? And yes, I do have fun doing these. So it's just when I look at parts, I kind of see what can I do with them. So like we got a bunch of these teeth here that are in bright green. And yes, you can still use these for plants. That's what they used them here for. So obviously this could be a great inspiration for adding landscaping to your builds. So here's another one of these. This is a 1x2 plate with bow. This is like a half. So anything else in there that I'm missing? 1x1 plates, and we got a few of these right here in dark red. These are 1x1 by 1 2/3 brick with 2 studs. So we get several of those as well as a 2x2 plate with stud or a jumper plate that's round. Alright, slide that off to the side there. And this is bag 3-2. Let's see what we get in here. Well, first we got a bunch of smaller bags that are literally stuck in here. Let's pop that out. Okay, then we'll get to this bag here last. Well, this is obviously a treat here. I guess save the best for last. We get several eggs in spring green. What would you use spring green eggs for? Well, I can think of a few things. Obviously, Easter. Easter probably is soon long past by the time I get to reviewing this, but yeah, I mean, that would be great. And some 2x4 bricks in dark green. So, I mean, you really don't see bricks in sets that much anymore. I guess that's a treat. So So seeing regular bricks, and we got ourselves another parabolic ring, a 2x2 bearing plate, and plenty of these 1x2 plates with cross holes. So if you need a bunch of these, this set's got you covered. I mean, so far going through this, it's got an interesting color scheme. So you got one of these, what they call a final brick. It looks like a dome brick, 2x2 dome brick. I don't have this in bright green. You can obviously tell the difference right here in shades. This is obviously lighter. And you got plenty of these 1x2x2 corner wall elements. So now the small bag. Let's see what we got in here now. Obviously small stuff. They wouldn't be packing 2x4 bricks in there. That'd be pretty awkward, huh? And let's see what we got in here. I'm going to have to find containers for all this stuff when I get done here so I can easily build this. Alright, so we get some, looks like Friends flowers. I'm starting to see these come out more and more in sets, so that's pretty cool to see there. Make great for doing landscaping. And some 1x1 hollow studs. Yes, I've seen these in other colors, but not in lime green. First I thought those were flowers, but no, those are studs. We get several of those, and some 1x2 basic bricks. Oh, my bad, we get a 1x2 brick with half bow. Any more of those in there, those always come in handy. And we get some more of these Technic pins. And I'm checking my camera because sometimes it doesn't like doing reviews, but this time I'm adding commentary, so it's probably why it's sticking around. And here's something that's pretty new. I don't have these. I've seen them in clear. It's like a stud, and it has a stick on the other end, but it looks more like something you'd use for a shower head. So stick that in a brick and put a nozzle at the end, make a great shower head. Been trying to find those in like metallic colors like pearl silver, pearl gold. Oh, here's some of these round bricks here. I could take 2 Technic pins. These are great for awnings, and this is in dark green or earth green. Dark green, earth green, something green. Of course, we have some dark green studs. I've been trying to find more of these. These are a stick with holder. Great for making spruce trees. So I could only get what is that, the only one in there? I'm sure you probably get 2 or 3. And there's a Technic. Here's a cross axle, 2 stud long cross axle with a Technic connector at the end. Alrighty, so we'll do ourselves a final evaluation here once I keep my eggs from rolling around on the table. So just by looking at the parts in this set, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really see any blues or anything in here. And this is just meant to be making flowers. As far as for building actual MOCs with this, I'm sure you could probably come up with other flower arrangements. But as for building like houses or cars, well, for me I like building that stuff, and for me that's really not going to help out much. Oh, here's a part that I don't have right here, and I forgot to mention this one here. This is a dome brick, a 1x1 dome brick, I believe. Could be a minifigure hat too. I've seen these for like fire hydrants and stuff. But, you know, it's got a nice selection of green parts, nonetheless. It really does. But I haven't put the set together, so I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how sturdy it is or anything like that. But just from looking at the parts, if you're looking for green pieces, especially eggs and cross holes and just weird parts, this has probably got you covered. But if you're looking for basic bricks, this set doesn't really have that many.